Oh, beautiful. Last time I looked at that x-ray, I remember seeing 18 fractures out of 24 vertebrae in the spine. Just bada bing, bada boom, bada bing. They were all old fractures. Up, and down, up and down, up and down. Ow! Yep. Oh, yeah. Good movement there, huh? Yeah. Oh. There it is. All down the back. Healing takes time. That this isn't Amazon Prime, right? Right. Oh. Beautiful. Last time I looked at that x-ray, I remember seeing 18.
Hello, boys. Welcome back to another podcast.
That was fucking horrendous to see again.
What is crack-a-lacking, gents? Do you see what I did there?
Fucking hell, I love you playing words there,
Went
Tom.
straight into it. What was that you just played us, Bill? Was that a snuff video?
What I just played there was an expert in the field of chiropractors, and this was someone conducting chiropractic treatment on an elderly lady.
18
if you're
fractures
on
out of
YouTube,
32.
you'll be able to see that clip.
23, bada bing, bada boom. Fucking.
Yeah, the bada boom was like really necessary in the clinic there. I felt like the treatment would not have been as effective if he had not said that.
I mean, that was just horrendous. Though. The fact, like, I just don't know how you'd look at that and think that looks like it's fine. That looks great.
The thing
that looks
is,
like something I want to get involved in.
if we had not given context of what that video actually was, it could have generally sounded like a snuff film. I mean, halfway through, it actually sounded like machine gun fire.
Yeah, I did.
Horrendous.
Well, if that hasn't given away what today's episode's about, we are going to be talking about chiropractors finally. If you've been a long-term listener, you'll know we've joked about it in the past about Tom's personal vendetta against the field of chiropractors. So there's a bit of a trigger warning before we start this episode. There you go. He's got a spine in video shot.
It's not mine.
Before we get into the whole sort of dive into the actual the facts behind chiropractors and kind of what our thoughts are on stuff, we're going to go through a bit of Instagram chaos. We've had some once before we start, actually, big thank you to everyone who got involved with our Instagram, because we got loads of responses to our polls. We've got loads of people sending in messages about their feedback, and some of this is pretty fucking intense. So I'm going to rattle it off. We'll have a quick discussion about each sort of point people have made, and then as we go into the episode, you'll start to realise more and more the context behind these posts and why, some of it might be good, some of it might be bad. Quickly, I'll reveal the results of a poll I did. So I asked people, do you think that seeing a chiropractor would be beneficial? 71% of people said yes, 29% said no. And then I said, have you ever seen a chiropractor? And it was the other way around. 74% said no, 26% said yes. So a lot of people look at it and think it's a good thing. They've never actually been, but they actually look at it and think, okay, this is something that could help, which is very interesting. So we mentioned lower back pain a little bit there, and Tom mentioned earlier about the two different types of chiropractors. So from my understanding is, an evidence-based chiropractor, if you go in with lower back pain, they will say to you, well, they will use probably the biopsychosocial model, fucking tongue twister, and they'll probably have like a long subjective interview with you where you could maybe identify red flags such as, I don't know, I saw my doctor a few months ago. He said that I've got lower back pain and blah, blah, blah. Like, basically, you could see other reasons to why you're having pain other than, as Tom said, a mechanical reason. So an evidence-based chiropractor will listen to this and take this on board, whereas a shit chiropractor, to put it, will go, lower back pain, right, get yourself in the bed. They'll feel your back and they'll crack it a few places. They probably won't even crack it where the lower back is. They'll probably just crack it anywhere and go, that's it, that's you sorted.
Can I just make another point there as well? Another thing is that with traditional chiropractic care, it takes a lot of the self-efficacy away from the patient because it makes them reliant on seeing the chiropractor. Now, a good evidence-based chiro will kind of give that self-efficacy or help that patient discover self-efficacy. It's a bit of a journey. Make them feel more confident, make them be more optimistic, to keep them calm. The goal isn't to have them constantly seeing them for the rest of their life. Do you know what I mean? But with traditional chiropractic care, it's like, oh, no, you need me. I am your mechanic. You need me. Only I can fix you.
Instagram has made chiropractor look sexy.
Yeah, it's the like celebrities now, aren't they? They buzz off it. They're loving it.
Yeah.
Go on YouTube, type in chiropractors, and they spin around their offices. Yeah. They have massive channels of hundreds of thousands of subscribers.
They're performers.
Yeah.
Once again, we're talking about the traditional chiropractors, not the
That video that you sent of the 2-week-old baby,
That was horrendous.
Oh, fuck, we haven't even gone on to that, have we?
Oh,
Jeez.
okay, yeah.
It was awful.
I fucking lost my shit. I've never been so angry in all my life.
Yeah.
Wasn't he holding the baby by the legs,
Yeah.
hanging it upside down, and just sort of like?
Do you know
oh,
what?
Jesus.
Just while we're on this subject, there is something I want to bring up, and that is, and it is quite scary as well. In regards to traditional chiropractic care, once again, it is actually really common. It's really common amongst infants. One of the reasons being is that there's a claim that chiropractic care can cure colic and stuff like that. Which, by the way, there's no evidence that kind of proves that either. Once again, we'll put all studies in the show notes if you want to see that. But yeah, it is popular amongst infants and children as well. So that is quite scary. I just want to quickly go back a step, though. I just want to say, look, I'm not saying that... not me. I think neither of us are saying that you're not going to feel better by using chiropractic care. Because, placebo is a big thing at the end of the day. Yeah, a lot of the messages I've seen, a lot of people said, it's very short term, it's very acute, very quick, but short term. And the thing is, because chiropractic, traditional, I'm going to say once again, I feel like I've got to keep fucking, putting out a disclaimer here. But, it's like a performance art with chiropractic care. They're putting their hands on you. You're hearing sounds. As we said, it's a very audible and a visual, form of treatment. So that effect on placebo is massive. Chiropractic care may very well give you a perceived feeling of, let's say, relieved low back pain. But from the studies we have here, it actually shows that spinal manipulative therapy is actually no different from any other care. So we're not saying that it doesn't do anything, but perhaps it doesn't do it through the way that traditional chiropractors have claimed it does it. Perhaps it's working, as the evidence suggests, just via placebo, not because something has been realigned, not due to subluxation. Placebo is a bloody big, powerful thing. And the factors that go into chiropractic care, such as those visual and audible feedback, plays a massive role in that.
Because they get told they're a doctor of chiropractic, whatever the fucking
anyone can be a doctor. You can be a doctor of zinc tape, can't you? Fucking losers.
Well, yeah.
I'll
That's
take
another
that
episode
course.
coming in the pipeline. Was it called Kinsology or something?
I can now become Dr. Tom Reardon, not Coach Tom Reardon. Fucking imagine. I'm doing it. I'm doing it next week. I'm getting on to kinesio tape. I'm doing a kinesio tape course now.
kinesio tape or something, isn't it?
Dr. Tom Reardon of
hell.
kinesio tapeology. Yeah.
Ooh.
I like that. It's got a ring to it.
And then you can do
And then
weird shit
we'll have
in
an
the
actual
gym.
SME.
No, because we'll have to take him off the podcast and just hound him
I
with
will
loads
come
of
onto
shit.
the podcast with my stethoscope on. Never use it. Don't know how to use it. Not qualified to use it.
But this isn't fair. This isn't fair to the general public. This isn't fair to the people that don't understand and that, do you know what? They shouldn't have to understand. These are medical professionals that have gone through university that we rely on in our society to be held accountable. I think there's something should be done. There's got to be something about this. The fact that they are leading you down a bad path. I shouldn't have to check into a doctor because all these checks should be in place. These should be good to a standard. Do you know what I mean? The NHS have a standard. We, as the fucking UK, have a standard of practice that people have to meet. Why is it now that chiropractors is like, well, it doesn't really work. Oh, but it's okay.